Fulham FC vs Manchester United 21.12.2011 SelMcKenzie Selzer-McKenzie. Author D.Selzer-McKenzie. My tip: win for Manchester. This is surely one of the most interesting games of the 17th round of the English Premiership. Two teams meet, namely, which celebrated identical victories of 2-0 the last day, having to be more precise, against Bolton or QPR. The current English master is still 2 points in the delay on the town rival Manchester City centre position in the league stays during Fulham FC on a solid 11th. It is the fact in an interesting way that this Talk Devils have credited even 7 home wins in sequence in the mutual duels against Fulham. They have not lasting been about pointing in the Craven Cottage stadium, and they've credited 2 defeats and a draw in this stadium in the last 3 seasons. So, the beginning, 21.12.2011, 21. Of course, the hosts will the tradition of the successful home matches have a try against United to continue in this game, having they recorded victories over Liverpool and Bolton in the last 2 games ahead of fans of their own, and to be more precise, without a collected goal against especially. They have missed their chance in the Europa League in the meantime. Round of the Europa League has played only 2-2 as them in the Craven Cottage stadium against Odense, and therefore makes it possible for the Polish representative to qualify in the next one. Obviously they have learned a lesson in this meeting, and they were concentrated at most so against Bolton in the defence, while their attackers have worked to slide 2 balls into the opposing net. This was our only 4th championship victory in this season. The charges of the coach John have credited 6 draws, namely in this season, what partly is the result of the very difficult programme and a large number of the injured. The situation is much better now, however, and only the defender Gridger as well as the goalkeeper of Blacks, who otherwise is represented by the young Stockdale, very well will be cancelled. The list shall absolutely be the same like against Bolton, and this means that Johnson and Ruiz shall get the weeks Mora and Duff compared with advantage. Expected list: Fulham, Stockdale, Baird, Hangeland, Sending, Eros, Rice, Murphy, Etaha, Dempsey, Ruiz, Dumbell, Johnson. Prey 365, 100% to €100 exclusive bonus. Award-winning bookmaker. What the situation concerns in the rouse of the current master, one can do these described championship victories as a much better ones in consequence after 3. They only are behind another 2 points on the leader Manchester City Centre, and they've collected their only defeat just against City Centre in this season. The charges of the coach Ferguson have permitted themselves 2 great slips. Last month the Champions League was eliminated by the Zweitligist Crystal Palace in the Carling Cup as them in the quarter-finals first, and then in Basel was eliminating as them in the last round of the group phase in the distance. However, this has not had an effect on the team too negatively, because they collect points diligently in the championship. Have they won at the last weekend much more easily than expected at the guest performance against the climber QPR, 2-0. In this duel their key player Rooney has handed in a promising game. He met namely already in the first minute, and he then made another goal presentation for Carrick. In the duel against Fulham, Rooney shall proceed together with the young Hernandez in the attack, because Berbatov and Owen have hurt themselves in the meantime. For the same reason the midfield players Anderson and Cleverley as well as the defensive players Vidic, Fabio and Raphael still fall. Expected list: United, Deji, Sampling, Evans, Ferdinand, Evra, Jones, Carrick, Valencia, Nani, Rooney, Hernandez. Of course the players from London will give her best one on the wings of the last 2 home wins on Wednesday to surprise the favoured opponent, but we are of the opinion that it is completely clear for the guest coach Ferguson, we unite, that his boys may give no more points in such games if they want to stay in the fight for the title, so that victory can expect United of in the Craven Cottage Stadium.